Delhi High Court has said that there is no problem with the song will go as it is.
Jai Hind!
Jai
Manoj Bajpayee is looking like the character perfectly, in fact, you know.
Moves around like this only all the time.
Inside he is like this only.
Yeah, I spoke to him yesterday and quite a few radical thoughts and all.
What is right and what is wrong, it's very difficult to say whether the violence by the Naxals is wrong or whether the violence by the police is wrong. Violence per se is wrong.
Very powerful dialogue you've given to Abhay Deol as far as Madhuri Dixit is concerned.
That is...
Look at that smile.
Look at that smile.
You know, we don't get to see you smile in the movie at all. So it's like very menacing. When I met him for the first time for this movie, I think you looked very good.
Ye nayi Madhuri Dixit hai.
Right, okay.
Ye hai.
If you have to talk about the man-man relationship, then even Abhay Deol and Arjun Rampal, they're having a sort of, you know, that element of...
Bonding.
Yeah. No, not that exactly.
It's bromance.
In a way, you can say that he was disappointed that he just left him for her, maybe. Okay, but...
Oh my God.
All right, we are here at the Chakravyuh Naxal camp here in Film City. The entire star cast is here. The director is here. Very ebullient director, Prakash Jha. A huge pleasure to have you guys on Bollywood Hungama.
Pleasure.
All right, from London to Film City, it's been quite a ride.
Today's a very happy day for us. Prakash, please tell them why.
Delhi Division Bench High Court has stayed the order of injunction which the Batas had got from the single bench yesterday. The Delhi High Court has said that there is no problem with the song will go as it is.
Jai Hind!
Okay, Prakash ji, the fact is that Naxalism, it's called the single largest internal security threat to the country. So, you know, it's also being said that you're romanticizing the entire anti-law element in the country. What have
you not seen the pictures in the last how many decades?
I'm talking about this context only. I'm talking about this context primarily.
Sum total of the matter is that if you think talking about humanity, if you think talking about opportunity, if you think talking about happiness for the society and the community is romanticizing with the people who you call lawless.
You know, I'm saying in the context that how the law is and how the anti-law is, the way we are just made to believe that we have to adhere to it.
It is not the question of law or lawlessness. It's the question of integrity and fight of integrity of nation, which you want to preserve, and you know, their struggle against, you know, the rights that they think they have been denied for you know, decades. That is why Chakravyuh, you know, what is right and what is wrong, it's very difficult to say whether the violence by the Naxals is wrong or whether the violence by the police is wrong. Violence per se is wrong. You cannot have any solution at with the barrel of the gun. And this is what the film tries to look at this whole problem from every point of view. Not everything is right with the Naxals, not everything is right with the state, not everything is right with, you know, the system. But as the film tries to say that when the system is wrong, set it right. Don't throw the baby with the bathwater.
Great. Now, what does Inspector Adil Khan think that
SP
Adil Khan think that you're actually against the Naxals so far? And abhi jaise aap bol rahe the that in a way somewhere does he have sympathies for the Naxals as well in some way or the other? You think that wrong is being done to them?
He doesn't have sympathy for the Naxals, but he does sympathize with the people who, you know, are the victim actually, which is the villagers, the people who, the citizens of the country who are there, who don't know themselves also. They can be easily influenced to be taken into the Naxal camp. And, you know, the reason being because they do not have any opportunities out there. You know, so they're soft targets to be easily recruited into camps like this. They don't have jobs, they don't have any opportunity out there, and they are, you know, going to die of hunger. So he does sympathize with those people, but he tries to win back the confidence which his police has lost. Which they've lost in, you know, in the force which they've lost in, which you see in the first few minutes of the film itself, where he's trying to reach out to these people. You know, he's trying to put the system right, trying to bring law and order into this place. And it is a tough ask, you know, because the Naxals have gone in there and have brainwashed these people also to a large extent with the kind of speeches that Manoj gives, you know, and they're very hard-hitting speeches. He's also not wrong in what he's saying and what he's asking for. So he's trying to reach out. He's trying to do it in a peaceful manner. He does believe that if the system doesn't work, you know, you've got to repair it. By destroying it, no one's going to benefit.
Right.
He does believe.
But Manoj says that ये आज़ाद क्षेत्र है और खाकी वर्दी वाले इस क्षेत्र में आने से पहले that voice is carrying sarcasm into it. So it's not that.
Sure, they are totally anti the system.
Right.
They are anti the police. You know, they don't believe in the establishment. They think the establishment has failed them miserably.
सावधान, ये आजाद क्षेत्र है. खाकी वर्दी वाले सोच समझकर इस सीमा में प्रवेश करें. उनकी जान की गारंटी उनकी खुद की है.
Whereas Adil's belief is that you know, there are certain things that definitely are wrong, okay, within us, but we got to look at them from a different way. He doesn't agree with the path that the Naxals are taking. He says by taking something at gunpoint, if you're trying to get the government at gunpoint or take control at gunpoint, you will be ruling at gunpoint, and that's what people should be thinking. You know, what is their motive and their plan, and violence is not the answer to it.
जो भी बंदूक की नोक पर सत्ता हासिल करेगा, वो फिर राज कैसी ताकत से करेगा, ये आपको सोचना चाहिए.
Now, Manoj Bajpayee is looking like the character perfectly. In fact, you know, you can, I don't know whether it should be said or not, but maybe mistaken for an Naxal right now itself.
He moves around like this only all the time.
Inside, he is like this only.
Yeah, I spoke to him yesterday and
quite
quite a few radical thoughts and all. All right, so is this one of your best performances, according to you, if you have to rate yourself as an actor?
I mean, only Prakash Ji should say that,
right?
Or the audience should say that.
He should think that every performance is his best performance.
When we take up a work, we try to be as sincere as possible and as honest to the character as possible.
I think it's brilliant what he's done.
I mean, in the end, you only hope and pray that, you know, the film in totality should work, because we are all part of a film. This is not a single character film. This is a film, you know, filled with characters, and they have their own conflicts going on. They have their own emotional story, emotional bonding going on. So let's hope and pray that on the 24th October everything goes off well.
In fact, Prakash Ji, there's also this entire thing doing the rounds that Prakash Ji has worked with Madhuri Dixit in the past, and now he's very fond of her, and he's making her very famous once again with Chakravyuh, whatever. Very powerful dialogue you've given to Abhay Deol as far as Madhuri Dixit is concerned, and that sets the chemistry very well.
That is.
Look at that smile.
Look at that smile.
You know, we don't get to see you smile in the movie at all. So it's like very menacing. When I met him for the first time for this movie, I think you looked very good.
ये नई माधुरी दीक्षित है.
Right. Okay.
ये है.
हमें मालूम है कि तै एसपी आदिल खान के आदमी है.
हमें भी मालूम है कि तू माधुरी दीक्षित है.
All right. Something about the kind of relationship that you guys are sharing, because it's a very unorthodox sort of what some would call as relationship, in a way, man-woman relationship that we show in the movies.
Yes, Juhi, she is...
a man-man relationship is
like that.
between them.
Okay. They're changing the parameters. Yeah, we saw the police station scene.
So, and for him, like, her life is completely motivated for the Janatana Sarkar, for her people, for this cause of fighting for rights. So people like him actually, they actually don't have that space in her life. But of course, Kabir makes an exception. Right. So, and she falls for him, sort of.
Right.
So, and eventually he see us, and he see our part.
There is a very Naxal love story.
Yeah, it's
Naxal love story. All right. Did you have any reference points for playing this character? Like, we've seen Seema Biswas play a dacoit in the past. Yes. So did you have any reference points for this?
Dapu bana diya tum logon ko.
No, reference points, actually whatever Prakash sir said to me, they were the reference points.
Right.
Whatever briefing we had, that was my, whatever character sketch was in his head, I made it sure that I put my ideas, the flesh and blood, whatever an actor can do.
Right.
So reference point was the actual people and the literature which I have read.
You know, if you have to talk about the man-man relationship, then even Abhay Deol and Arjun Rampal, they're having a sort of, you know, that element of
bonding.
Yeah.
Bonding.
No, not that exactly.
Bromance.
It's bromance.
In a way, you can say that he was disappointed that he just left him for her, maybe. Okay, but okay, now why do you think the movie is called Chakravyuh?
Because of
somewhere you come into the picture as far as that thing is concerned, because that you have a certain point of view and then you just maybe desert it.
Well, I guess
whatever.
the tagline says it all: a war you can't escape. You know, Chakravyuh. So it's a situation that has no easy way out.
Right.
and you might find the one person who's trying to do the right thing caught in the middle of it.
Right.
You know.
Okay, Prakash ji, when you're making a film like this, you know, people can say that there's a very thin line between maybe docudrama and like say some sort of entertainment element, at the same time documentary element into it. So how do you try to just walk on this tightrope? Because you have the entertaining.
I practice walking on the tightrope every day, like, you know, as thin as this wire.
You've been doing it for many years now.
I keep walking on this wire, and sometimes, you know, I try to balance myself. My friend, I am a storyteller.
Ji.
My people will not come to see the film if I, you know, have a discourse on Naxalism for 2.5 hours. Or
this was happening during the promotions.
Right. The thing is that, you know, the story has to engage, the story has to be emotionally captivating, the characters have to be identified. You must, I take people into my little world that I create, and people like Manoj or Arjun and all these actors, they help me doing that.
Ji.